All right, this is going to be a tutorial on getting your title blocks done. And you should have a parts list already done. Looks something like this. This is missing a few things, but I was just kind of throwing this together to do this video. Remember that, this design, this three-layer design is really the basis for everything that goes on your title blocks. So, for example, the orientation that, let's say, you have for the green part should match the orientation that you then use on your title blocks. So you should have all gotten feedback on drawing these correctly. So hopefully you have fixed those and you can then get these title blocks done. So I'm going to go over to Inventor, and we've got some sheets that were included in this template. I'm going to go to sheet 2. And first thing I'm going to do, remember this is part 1. So let's bring in part 1. I'm going to go to base. And it looks like I don't remember what my part 1 was. So I'm going to just assume that it is this green one. All right. So first of all, these should be a scale of 1 to 1. And they should be positioned properly in the front view. Now, on the 3-layer design, this particular part should have looked like this. Or I guess you could have maybe made it look like this. Either one of those would be correct. But I can see its longest dimension, no hidden lines, natural position, descriptive shape. And I am going to take that view. Okay, I'm looking at it in a front view. I'm dragging it over to the bottom left corner, like we're drawing a multi-view. And I'm going to just use this little arrow to shoot up a top view, and use this little arrow to shoot over a side view. And of course, shoot up a little isometric view. I don't want these in color, so make sure we select just white, not blue. But I do want hidden lines. So let's see, I always get this wrong. I'm going to click OK. And you can see that I've got them black and white, but I don't have hidden lines turned on. So I'm actually going to double click on this and select that. There we go. You can see now I've got hidden lines showing up on here. Now on the bottom of the title block, I'm going to fill this in. This is part 1. And I'm going to go to my field text. I'm just going to say this is try 2. Your name. Mr. Rue, scale of 1 to 1, period 2. And all that information gets put in. That's looking a lot better. All that information gets put in. There are a few extra things we're going to add to this drawing. We're going to add a few dimensions. Really just some basic dimensions so we know that this has been drawn correctly. With all of your parts, there's going to be 3 dimensions that you add. To add a dimension, we're going to go to Annotate. Dimension is right here in the corner. And I'm going to just put in my overall size dimensions. And that means the width, the height, and the depth of each part. I'm going to hover over. I want to go from this corner to that corner. Remember, 2.25 is one of those numbers that that we used. 1.5, sorry for the bell here. This is showing my depth, and this is showing my height. So 3 dimensions on each one of these parts. You're going to go and add the file and the dimensions to each one of these. To turn this in, there will be a post on Classroom that will be clearly marked. But I want to turn this in as a PDF. So I'm going to go to File, Export PDF. We've done this before. Now, with multiple sheets, you need to make sure you go to Options and select All Sheets. Otherwise, it's only going to export the one sheet that you're on. I'm going to put mine on the desktop just because it's a quicker step. And when I save that, I now have a file that I can add to Google Classroom. Here it is right here. Let's take a look at it. There's my PDF. And there it is. Look at that in all of its glory. And of course, yours will have the rest of the pages filled in. All right. Go ahead, get to work. Ask each other if you have any questions.